You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here. I'm going to tell you about this Big Meech thing going on with 50 Cent, with Lil Meech, and then now Rollo weighed in, and, 50 responded back to him, and Tammy Collins. All this is crazy. I'm not even going to do an intro. I'm just going to get right into it. It's like this, right? Just look at Meech. Just look at Meech's face. This is a man that went in as a king, was at the top of his game. The last statement that he made was that this the greatest show on earth, that is Ringling Brothers, and no one could ever do it again. And he had the greatest legacy you'll ever want from a street perspective. And then he turns around and now he comes home after all this time thinking he coming home as the king because he was the greatest that did it for his era. And then now he's labeled the worst thing you could be labeled anywhere. And that's a snitch. How do you think Meech feel right now going through this? This is what we need to find out from you, because this is so serious that Meech come out, right? And if you look in his eyes, you can really see what's going on. Meech come out of jail, 50 been looking out for his son. Meech can't wait to do his own thing. So now Meech come out and he get with 50. 50 got him wear a sweatsuit, which was indirectly or maybe directly trying to belittle him. You see every picture that they posted of Meech, he didn't even look like Meech. You know what I mean? From the head up or from the neck down, he didn't even look like Meech. That ain't the Meech that we know. That ain't the Meech that I seen in magazines while I was locked up and I was saying, my man doing his thing. That ain't that Meech, Now, he comes home from being all of that to being attacked on social media. He don't even know what social media is, and he's being attacked, meaning everything he turned on is about his name. You can't even fathom what's going on through his mind right now. But that's how serious this is, because you got his son, was doing great with 50. His son even said it. Oh, my dad was calling me every day. He's calling me every day? You know what I mean? Asking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was in a bad place, and then 50 came along, and he was like a blessing. He saved me. This is his son. And then 50 take his brand, BMF, dust it off, shine it up, and he give it even a bigger light and putting it up on stars. Not just the Northeast and the Midwest areas that he was in and the few people that was in the street. Now BMF is a household name. That's what 50 did for him. And then now Meech come home and he get with 50's op. And 50 sees a picture and goes ballistic. Meech, this to you. I know you know that back in your day, if a man did what you did to 50, all I want you to do is even put it in a comment. What would you have done if a man that you looked out for his son, you kept his business alive, his brand alive, and then he come home and he go to your biggest op and he's smiling and kikiing and taking pictures? What would you do, Meech? And what would y'all do? Watching in the comments. But that's how real this is. What would you do? So y'all sit here and say, oh, Meech could be a man, he could do what he want to do. Yes, he could do what he want to do. But it's something called honor and respect and loyalty. The loyal thing would have been to get with 50 Cent and let 50 know what's going on. Now, if he would have let 50 know what's going on, now 50 could have said yay or nay. But that didn't mean that Meech had to go with the yay or nay. But at least he brought it to him. So if 50 said nay, Meech could have said, yo, family, I'm just coming home. I'm trying to make certain moves, and right now, this putting a quick mill in my pocket, I can use it. I appreciate everything you're doing, Playboy, but I'm gonna branch out, do my own thing. But when I go out and do my own thing, I'm gonna come back and get you, just like you got my son when I was in jail, just like you got my brand while I was in jail. So 50, I know you got something going on with Meech, but let me get this meal. That's how I would have played it. Come on, 50, let me get this meal. But it didn't play out that way. Instead, Meech did the very thing that I and you know what Meech would have ordered or sanctioned if someone would have did that to him back when he was in his heyday. Now 50 is in his heyday, and here go dude that you done looked out for a seed, you done kept his brand alive, and you don't even know this dude. And that's what a lot of the issues is that I'm seeing on social media, and I'm trying to figure out, bro. We got all these homies from every state that's doing things and doing movies, but it's only the ones that's up and coming trying to reach back to help the ones that's just coming out. The ones that already made it, they're not even thinking about us. But back in our era, the object of making it was to reach back and give a helping hand, not a handout, a helping hand. That was the object of making it. Nowadays, the object of making it is flossing on the next person. Like, how did we get there? You know? And now, Meech come out of jail, because we ride. We ride. Oh, by the way, I'm on location. I'm out in Florida right now, you know, chilling, working on something with Dame Dad. It's going to be real special. We're going to release it to everybody real soon. But that's what I'm saying, you know. Your own supposed to reach back. Like me and Dame finally hooked up thanks to OG, Lou, Bootsy, you know, the whole family. You know, they put us together and we're trying to take a direction for the family. Because like when one make it, we all make it. And that's what it's about. It's not about one making it and run off. You see, Dame done made it. He still be reaching back and helping. That's what it's about. And as Dame said out his mouth, he was Big Lou's and OG's little homie. So he was a little homie that listened, that stayed on the right course. And now that he done made it out, he didn't forget his homies that, you know, was still there. He went back and gave them a shot. And that's what this is all about, you know? So that's all Meech had to do, was let 50 know, like, yo, let me make this move with Big Dog. I know you don't mess with him, but, you know what I mean? I'm going to make sure we play a G-Unit song up on the stage. That's all he had to say. And 50 would have laughed and said, man, I like the way you think. Because it ain't that serious. It's just as serious to everybody else. And 50 is showing you that I'm beyond everybody else and you can't look at me like this. You can't, it just don't, I'm 50 Cent, man. I've been shot 9 times, dog. You know, that's where it fit at right now. But, you know, it is what it is, man. So that's why I said now, Meech come home and he throws his son off. That's the ride we taking. His son got everything. He on top of the world, big BMF chain, platinum. The other day, the head was all nappy. He scratched his head. That man, I'm all the way messed up. And from him doing that, then what happened? You know, then now he turned around and he land a job playing his father. How many of you out there would like to land an acting gig playing your mother or your father, if you're male or female? Put that in the comments. That's how he blessed this man. Your first gig is to be your father that you heard everything about. You can't get no better than that. But then here come Big Meech coming home. You know, the Thorazine done kicked in. He let somebody give him bad advice and tell him, oh, Meech, you know what I mean? Come on, we go do this with Rick Ross. And they probably didn't even remind him that they beefing. And he's moving so fast and he said, Rick Ross, oh, he made a song about me. He probably didn't even remember about the beef, to Meech's defense. Because like I said, I don't bash no man. And until I see the paperwork and we find out that they're officially a rat bastard. But, you know, it's still a lot of up in the air. And this girl, Tammy, got to go speak on it. And Tammy's in her body right now, you know, because, you know, Meech done sold all these dreams, the jailhouse love story. She brought the jailhouse love story. She come home. Well, Meech come home. They get together. But instead of getting together and living happily ever after, Meech went back to his Niagara baby mother for this European woman. You think that European woman is not scorned right now? Tammy is so scorned right now. She gonna say everything to make Meech look like the biggest bag in the world. But we not even gonna know for real, if what she's saying is true, because there's gonna be so much venom in there because she's so scorned. Just picture this, here's a woman that spent her time dealing with a man, right? In jail, got his name, he give her the life rights, he tell her everything, like, you know, it's all good. So now when he tell her that, she's sitting there and she's falling for everything, hook, line, and sinker. So she thinking that he won and all that. So now while she's thinking that he won her, he looking at it like, hold up, you know what I mean? It's about me and my baby mother, you know, because Meech done made it. So it's like Meech satisfied his obligation as a father to get his child situated in life with a career that would feed him for the rest of his life by the negativity that he caused amongst the people, by poisoning the community with the drugs and things like that. And, you know, that's where that really go as far as, you know, Meech decided to get back with his baby mother, because that's, like I said, that's, you know, that's Little Meech's mother. But Tammy wasn't feeling that. Tammy not feeling that. 50 Cent seen that. And we could take it all the way back. There's no way in hell, there's no way that 50 could say that he didn't know nothing about this Tammy scandal until he sees the picture. He popped up and all of a sudden now he's pissed off and he sees Rick Ross with the dude that he just saved his family's life and gave them a lifeline forever. 50 was so furious, he just jumped up and he's like, man, I'm not going for this. And that's when he went at him. But now you got Tammy sitting here going through all that. She's scorned, so how much of what she's going to say is going to be the truth and how much of what she's going to say is going to be from her being scorned? That's going to be the answer to that question. But just look at it though. Meech come out here all smiling with Rick Ross, talking about he gonna be on a concert with Sexy Red. Meech, don't you know that Sexy Red, this the chick, right? No disrespect to Sexy Red, we keep it 100 because it's a gangster channel. Sexy Red is the female that done burnt every rapper, burnt the baby daddy, and went up there and said, yeah, so what, I'm burning. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Meech, you think you needed to clear yourself and say, and Sexy Red gonna be there? Who trying to get burnt? You trying to get burnt? You trying to get burnt? Who trying to get burnt? So that diminished your character, Meech. And it's the people you have around you, and that's what's so crazy, that they try and keep people like me away from everyone because I'm too real for the deal. You know what I mean? I'm too real for the deal. Because Meech needs somebody around him that could tell them, yo, don't get up there. If you get up there, make sure you got some paperwork when you get up there. Them people ain't trying to hear nothing. You know what I mean? But the people he was dealing with, they had him convinced that he could go up there and he could say, oh, my mommy and my daddy told me to come and I feel bad for how my mommy and my daddy look. Dog, that's what you sounded like. That's all I heard, my mommy and my daddy. I'm a big kid. Oh, you poisoned the community. There was bodies on your case. Don't you remember that? So who the heck cared about what your mommy and daddy think but you? Nobody cared about what my mom would think. I know you didn't even care what my mom would think. And it wasn't in malice. Just you don't know. You know, just like I don't know yours, not a disrespect. But I'm just letting you know that, you know, when you go up there and you say you defending your honor by saying you're doing it because you hurt your family or your family, whatever it take hurt out of it, whatever it is once you put family in it, that was just some straight crap word. That crushed your career. That's not how a gangster respond. That's not a gangster move. You know it. You know it somewhere deep within behind that Thorazine. You know it. I know you know it. It's not disrespect when I say that Thorazine. They gave me Thorazine. So I know what Meech going through with this right now, coming out here and then them trying to wing them off it. They're going to find some new drug out here to try and put them on, you know, which is nothing more than a mood-altering drug. And, you know, that's what these people do, man. That's why, you know, I'll give a round of applause to Dr. Matula Shakur, because he told me on the plane January 3rd, 1996, I was on the plane walking into ADX Supermax and Dr. Matula Shakur was sitting on the plane. Well, he came out and sat on the plane next to me. And Mo Gary Harris L. We was all coming from Lewisburg for the alleged riot and stabbing on 2 police. But on the way there, I got the honor of meeting, Dr. Matula Shakur at the ADX Supermax launch, nigga, over there in Florence, Colorado. I still remember the address to ADX. How many remember the address to any prison he was in? ADX, P.O. Box 9500. Oh, my bad. P.O. Box 8500, Florence, Colorado. That's where they had me up in the mountains, man. So if you youngins think all this is cool, you listen to it. But I'm telling you, while they had me up there, they had plenty of boys on that shit that they got Meech on. And I seen it. I know what it is. It's not to disrespect them. It's just to call it out. So the people around them, they look into that, penitentiary, medication that they sent him home with. Because obviously he's still taking the penitentiary, medication. And I really believe that if y'all take away that penitentiary medication from Meech, and let him come back to being himself, he'll be able to think like himself. Now he's thinking like someone on psychedelic drugs, but just because a dude caught on a wiretap, everything he said was conspiracy material if they want to use it. But if you got the person that owned the wiretap that they tapped it, saying it wasn't such and such saying it wasn't him, that's just the end of the story. And now the feds know they got to come back with more than that. Like somebody to say that they were sitting in a car with Jimmy when he said it that night, and they know when they was there firsthand. These are the type of games they play. And then Jimmy got to show that, no, I couldn't have been sitting in the car with him because I was with Chrissy and Milan. And that's how this goes. Just so you understand where I'm at with that. But, don't be so quick to throw somebody in the snitch category. But always watch, because if there is smoke, 9 times out of 10 there's fire. But out of those 9 times, you got 1 time that you might be wrong, and you don't want to put that 1 time jacket on the stand-up man, because that's the worst thing you could do, because you never know what's going to happen after that. You don't know how far he want to take that. You don't call him a Riznak. All right, so, that's where we at, man. Been on here long enough. Y'all should have got it by now. Unique Mecca Audio tapping out. All right.
Frankie G Visuals.